let me tell you something. When they gave away the $50,000 that your family was handing out to the businesses to help them, you know how many people were up there that wasn't even from this area? There was 72 people up there trying to take that money from all the businesses. We didn't get a dime. None of us got a damn dime of that money to help us. Did you know that? Oh my God. Y'all didn't even know that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
They wouldn't know that. They wouldn't know that.
We know that because I was there when it happened. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was in the room when they all showed up, all these white folks that we've never even seen over here, asking for the money that your family was putting down for these businesses. They took that money from us. We never got a dime. We never got help. Let me tell you something. When they gave away the $50,000.
Hi guys, welcome back to another Dealing with the Data video. So I want to talk about George Floyd. George Floyd's 5th death anniversary was this weekend. And I came across this video here to where a Minneapolis business owner, black business owner, was talking to a George Floyd relative, his aunt to be exact, and letting her know, listen, all of the money that came in that's supposed to be supporting George Floyd in this community, we never got one dime. The black businesses didn't see any type of restitution from the destruction and decline of that city. So a business owner near the George Floyd Square in Minneapolis has publicly stated that he believes the George Floyd family and the continued presence of the people at the memorial site are contributing to the decline of businesses in the area. He cited a belief that the site's ongoing maintenance and continued presence of people are harming local businesses. He wished that those people will leave so businesses could be rebuilt. It is important to note that this is just one business owner perspective, but other businesses in the area have expressed similar concerns about the city's handling of the area and its impact on their livelihoods. So much so that the businesses have even filed a lawsuit against the city, claiming that the city's inaction has led to the decline of their businesses. So last year, in November of 2024, the businesses surrounding the George Floyd Square, Memorial Square, filed a lawsuit against the city. And the lawsuit is for the purpose of them losing money and the increase of crime. So according to AP, it says several businesses at a struggling corner where George Floyd was murdered by a Minneapolis police officer in 2020 are suing the city to demand it take over their properties and compensate them. The owners of the Cup Food convenience store and other businesses operating near 38th Street and Chicago Avenue argue that the city's failure to address deterioration and crime in the neighborhood has ruined their businesses and constitutes an unlawful taking of their property without just compensation. They are seeking $30 million in damages. So this George Floyd Square has become a place of so-called pilgrimage for social justice supporters from across the country. And the store has renamed itself Unity Foods, but business owners say they haven't benefited, while activists and other officials remain divided over how to transform the intersection while keeping it as a permanent memorial. But my question is, why are you keeping this as a permanent memorial? It's not going to benefit the city or this community. It's actually doing harm. Now, there have been other major cities throughout this nation, such as Newark, New Jersey, New York, and I believe even Chicago, where they revealed George Floyd statues. So if they want to keep his quote unquote memory alive, just have a statue. But what is important, especially for a city, when we're talking about City Hall, the mayor, city councilman, their job is to make sure that the people of the city are flourishing, that they are employed, that they're able to pay their taxes, that they are getting access to health care. The children are getting access to education. Businesses, especially local small businesses, your mom and pop businesses, have the ability to make a living, to flourish. Real estate. You want the people who live there to own their homes, to be able to afford their homes or their apartments. We're talking about an economic reinvestment. That's justice, not a memorial, but social activists who don't live there come just to take pictures to make it look like they're doing something, and they're not doing anything. What keeps a community alive and thriving are the small businesses. And without our government officials helping to reinvest in these businesses, then your whole community will deteriorate. It says here the legal action filed, this is back in November of 2024, at the Hennepin County District Court argues that the businesses have lost revenue, real estate value, reputation, and tenant and rental income. It argues that the city's decision led to higher crime and created a no-go zone for police in the area. It replaces an earlier lawsuit by the businesses that was dismissed 2 months ago. Michael Healy, the lawyer representing the businesses, told the Star Tribune that there are two possible outcomes. Businesses could conceivably keep the property if a settlement is reached with the city on the Demise value, or the other possibility is that the city could begin the process of taking the properties and compensating the owners. But either way, owners feel as though, and they should, owners feel as though they need to be compensated for the years of lost revenue. And they lost revenue because of the city itself. You allowed a no police zone, which means you allowed criminals to just do whatever without any real consequences. That brings down the property value. That eliminates any type of persons or people willing to go shop in that said community. So they have lost a value, an economic value for the people that live in this community. So you chose to keep a memorial that is not bringing any type of funding into the city, but you want to keep a memorial while you suppress and deteriorate local small businesses and the property value of the real estate. So is that really justice? Now, speaking of George Floyd anniversary, let's go to Chicago. So Tariq Nasheed posted this video. It says, it's ironic that George Floyd protests in Chicago turned into a pro-Palestine protest. It was a Palestinian-owned liquor store who called the police on George Floyd, which led him to getting lynched.
If we don't get it, 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 if we don't get it,
if you don't get what? I see a sign here that says Blue Lives Murder, prosecute killer cops. Okay, well, I don't see not one black person out here. And it is black men and black boys, but black people who are the ones being killed by cops higher than any other group. I don't see any FBA. I don't see any freedmen. I don't even see any Pan-African flags. But we see the Palestinian flags. We see nothing but non-black people marching. And it's a small protest, but it's a protest. And they chose to protest on George Floyd death anniversary. Again, people using black struggle to benefit their own agenda. Whether it's Palestinians, or the LGBTQ, social activists, or even government officials. You are using a group, a specific group, Black American group, suffering, historical suffering, to push your own agenda for financial gain, for power, for legislation that's only going to benefit you and not the people who live in these said communities, not the people who are having these harms done to. It is all a grift. So getting back to George Floyd family, Deon is right. They wouldn't know. And why would they care? See, was it always about justice for Black people? Or was it about this family wanting justice? Because that's the only thing that happened. The Floyd family received justice. Derek Chauvin is behind bars, and the family are well off. They have millions and millions of dollars from GoFundMe, from lawsuits, from documentaries, Netflix, HBO, what have you. They have created a legacy of continuance, passive income off of the death of George Floyd. And that has nothing to do with Black America. It has nothing to do with the community of Minneapolis. But the people surrounding the Floyd family used it, used the people of Minneapolis, used the suffering of Black Americans in this country to benefit and gain money. So there is no justice here. It is only the demise of Black businesses and a community, which is predominantly Black. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in to another Dana with the Data video. Please make sure you like this video, share this video, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Dana with the data. Dana with the data.